We are continuing along my off-season storylines countdown, going through the 10 biggest stories I'll be keeping an eye on next year for the Edmonton Oilers, and it's all brought to you by our friends at Sherwood Ford the Giant. Today on the countdown, number 6, the question is, can the Oilers' historic power play continue its success this season? If you didn't know, the Oilers set the NHL record last season for the best power play in NHL history. It was 0.5% better than the Montreal Canadiens back in 1977-78. It was absolutely the definition of historic. No power play ever produced at the clip that Oilers power play did in 2022-2023. But not just that, the Oilers actually own 2 of the best 5 power plays in all of NHL history. Their mark in 2019-20 is 5th all time. And if you just look at the last 20 years of the NHL, the Oilers actually have 3 of the best single season power play percentages in that span. So why couldn't it be just as historic? Well, one thing a lot of people are going to point to is the percentages before and after Tyson Barrie was traded on February 28th. And when you just look at the percentages, the Oilers power play actually produced better when Evan Bouchard ran things compared to Tyson Barrie. From the start of the season until February 28th, when it was mainly Tyson Barrie running the point, the Oilers power play produced at a clip of 31.9%. From February onwards, it was 33.9%. Now, you might be saying there were other factors involved with that. Maybe the second unit scored more. Maybe early in the season, Bouchard was actually helping the power play as well. So I broke it down a little bit differently. I went to Natural Stat Trick and I looked at the goals for per 60 of the Oilers power play when Barrie was on the ice and when Bouchard was on the ice. With Barrie on the ice, the Oilers power play scored 15.54 goals per 60 minutes. With Bouchard on the ice, when you look at the season as a whole, it was only 12.25. That's about 3.2 goals per 60 less than when Barrie was running things. But I went ahead and I took that time of February 28th until the end of the year. And what that does is it shows us the times when Bouchard was playing with the top unit, not when he was getting the second unit scraps early in the season. And that actually boosts his goals for per 60 to 16.79, better than the mark Tyson Barrie had when he was running the Oilers power play before he was traded. So the Barrie-Bouchard difference, well, there is a difference, and it actually favors Evan Bouchard. The power play got better when Bouchard was running it. So could the Oilers power play be just as historic next year? Absolutely. McDavid is still there. Draisaitl is still there. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is a power play witch, and the net front presence of either Zach Hyman or even Evander Kane, if he were to work himself into that role, is a very good spot. There is no power play that is as dangerous as the Edmonton Oilers. There's never been a power play as dangerous as the Edmonton Oilers, and in 2022-23, they set the NHL record. Can they do it again in 2023-2024? I say absolutely. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget, like and subscribe because we have a ton of new content coming to our page next season.